On today's interesting food history, let's talk about chocolate. So chocolate has been around for a very, very long time. The Aztecs originally believed the legend that the cacao bean was actually given to them by their ancient god Quetzalcoatl. And so because it was so popular and so desirable from the Mayans and the Oltecs and the Aztecs, that it actually became a currency back in the day. They would trade cocoa beans. So think one bean might get you 10 to 15 cows, to put it in perspective. So it was a very big deal, and tribes would trade cocoa beans for other needed supplies in their villages. Now, in the 1500s, when Christopher Columbus came around, and he was searching for gold and silver, think El Dorado, he actually overlooked a large supply of cacao beans because he didn't see it as worth anything. He saw it as trash. So the cacao bean didn't actually get to Europe for a very, very long time. So we're thinking, mid 1500s, closer to 1600. And what was happening was when it came over, it wasn't eaten as a chocolate bar, it was made into a drink because it had some medicinal property. Well, with that in mind, Europeans thought that it's a drink for pigs. That's just what they referred to it as. Well, then they started adding little things to it, like cinnamon or vanilla or even sugar, which was, very high upper nobility, fancy snooty people. And hot chocolate actually became banned in the church because people were bringing their hot chocolate makers in and making them bring them a cup during services, and it was interrupting the teaching of the church. So it actually got banned in churches for a while. Now, fast forward, after we started adding all this stuff to it, in 1657, there was a Frenchman who actually opened the first chocolate house. Chocolatiers, someone who creates a chocolate out of cacao. Now, once that happened and we started adding milk to the chocolate, we started having something that could be distributed amongst everyone, even the common folk, peasants, poor people, if they could afford it. It became widely available. Now, the neat thing about the original dark chocolate is it's also shown, provided it's dark chocolate, and some people don't like it, it's actually known to help with some types of cancers as to help some of the medication, and it also is to help lower blood pressure. Now, this is only from the beginning till about 1970. There's a lot more about food history, about chocolates, and if you'd like a part 2, let me know.